Next, we proceed to the indirect water-cooled operation. First, the radiator has an upper tank and a lower tank that are connected by a radiator core that consists of numerous narrow tubes fitted with external fins or bent in a zigzag manner to increase the cooling rate. 2. The upper tank is connected to the thermostat, fitted to the front of the engine by an upper hose. 3. When the water in the water jacket is hot enough, the thermostat will open, and hot water will be delivered to the upper tank. 4. As the water pump draws water out from the lower tank via the lower hose, the hot water from the upper tank will be drawn down. Lastly, as it moves through the radiator core, the hot water will be cooled by the air that is sucked in by a fan, which may be driven electrically, or by the crankshaft pulley via a fan belt. In summary, this picture shows an illustration of how water liquid flows in helping the indirect cooling process in the engine. Next, go to maintenance for engine cooling system. Among the maintenance that should be done are: check the water level in the radiator and top up if necessary. Do not use hard water, because scaling will clog up the system. Check and clean the fins on the radiator. Check the condition of the hose, fan belt. Replace at periodic interval or when cracks appear. Check that the fan belt is of the correct tension. Use proper type of coolant. Repair any leaking of coolant, especially of cylinder head gasket. The coolant enters the combustion chamber and the combustion into the cooling system. It will allow acids to form and exhaust will discharge white smoke. Finally, go to the advantages and disadvantages of liquid cooling system. The advantages of this system are: 1. Uniform cooling of cylinder head and valves. 2. Fuel consumption of engine improves by using water cooling system. 3. The engine need not be provided at the front end of moving vehicle because of cooling system. And 4. Engine is less noisy as compared with air-cooled engines, as it has water for damping noise. Lastly, the liquid cooling system disadvantages. While the disadvantages are: 1. It depends upon the supply of water. 2. The water pump which circulates water absorbs considerable power. 3. If the water cooling system fails, then it will result in several damage of engine. 4. The water cooling system costlier, as it has more number of parts. And 5. Also it requires more maintenance and care for its parts.
The conclusion is for standard operating procedures SOP for repairing cooling system engine. If the radiator has a leak, do solder the leak. If there is a gurgling sound from the water pump, replace the bearings immediately. If the engine warms up quickly, replace the thermostat. As a suggestion, before the engine is turned on, check the cooling system because the system greatly affects the performance of the engine. Perform periodic checks on the components of the engine cooling system to avoid damage that may occur while the engine is running. Finally, use addictive coolant water for water cooling system to prevent corrosive to the radiator.